Hello, part 5 I believe. So where did we left off? So we just model blocking like a rough turbine. It looks okay. So I just adjusted so it's a bit more integrated, so nothing's actually sticking out. And yeah, there's gaps and everything like that. Well, that's not hard to fix. Just grab it. Just gonna cross select the edge loop. Free portion editing and G on the Z axis. Oh, I'm in German. Let me just tuck that into English. There. So yeah, there's a bit of a weird S dark. I know this jet engine's not based on anything, but hey, it looks believable. Anyway, so let me just get up my Firefox. Oh, yeah, she's a very fantastic illustrator. I really admire her skills. Anyway, let me go to my likes and let's go find that artist. Here it is. If you only noticed, like, we only done part 1 and part 2. We haven't really done part 3, model parts that help integration. And what do I mean by that? Well, it looks so painfully obvious that this is a cutout. So let's do something about that. So I'm gonna hide this and the bolt collection, and from here I want to create another set of ribs. So I'm going to take these loop cuts, Shift D and P by selection. Yes. H. And I'm going to apply the mirror. Mirror on the wall. Who's the baddest of them all? And let's go X dissolve. Oh, X. Let me dissolve around there, something a bit more usable. And then I'm going to Alt E extrude along normals, so there's some thickness. Yes. Then I'm going to tuck them in. Grab these faces and tuck. So there's a bit of an obvious lip hole gap. This is not really contributing anything, in my opinion. And let's go make it a bit easier. So I'm going to turn on cavities. This looks really lazy so far. I do admit that. Don't worry, boys and girls. We are going to press J. Yeah, there's a lot of this stuff here. I wonder if I can. Oh, there probably is. Let me try this. F. Yeah, that's a bit easier in my opinion. Just F selection, buddy. That's much better than doing the J stuff. And might as well do on the other side. It doesn't take too long. Cool. I'm going to bevel these insides because sharp corners are fairly easy to crack, and somewhere where experience a lot of stress and forces. Doesn't seem that smart. Okay, this is problematic. You're very problematic. You're problematic. You're problematic. Okay, then we can just take these. And we're going to Control B a bit more. Like that. It's a bit rounder. And I think we go with the truss design because that looks pretty cool in my opinion. So let's do that and grab a cube and so S there. Gap L Shift D G. Grab this face, give it some slant. That is very frustrating. GY. Weird is on a weird angle, but nonetheless. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I think earlier we put them on an angle. Oh well, let's just block it in first. And then we can fix it up. Yeah, that looks pretty darn good. Actually, I'm going to select them all, Control L, and just rotate them. Just roughly in. What is it? And nothing's working. Isn't that fantastic? Well, I just had to do it manually. GGC. Jeez, this is pretty boring. After I did some silly mistake. I hope it's not peeking out the other side. Hey, this is also pretty smart. It also doubles 3D printing support. Yeah. Like, that's quite possible to bridge all that. Then when I alt hide, they're down there for some reason. Did I press Alt G or some crap like that? What gives? Yeah, I have. Shift S cursor selection, Shift S to there. Boom. And that actually looks so much more integrated. Yeah, like once I turn on this, if we go to render view, not this one, and oh yeah, car line, good night. Control L and materials, and there. I don't want any of this other. These pesky materials, I don't want them. Where is it? I have this in here. Oh, let's just create a base material. Base. Control A, everything, and to that base material. Yeah, problem solved. And then when I get some light, yeah, now it really shows. Let's go and turn on ambient occlusion. Woo! Look at that. What do you think of that, boys and girls? Looks like we model a real gen engine. I have no clue anyway. I bet we turn the bolts. Are they showing? Yeah. Look at those intakes too. That really sells it. How about an area or sun? And we just set that to 1, no 2. Yeah. It's okay to play with a model. It's good fun to have play every once in a while. Okay, so now I'm really committed to this idea. It's time to do the rest. Hopefully that's a dead straight, so I can just take one of these trusses, link it. I promise myself to line it up to save me time in the future. Like that. Yeah, easy. Easy. Yeah. To be honest, now I need to figure out a way how to make a panel. Well, it wouldn't hurt to just. What's this mirroring? Does it work? Yeah, it does work. I'm going to apply it. I'm going to just take MP, make its own selection, and then just going to bevel mount there. Pretty sure there's intersection. Oh no, there isn't. I'm actually quite surprised. Is there? That looks kind of cool. I don't know. Just over. I think with the 3D printer, I'm planning to like print this as like a separate panel, so you can reveal that blue mess. And it's gonna be a blob mess because I didn't really I wasn't that smart. I didn't really thought through how it would print that. But I do know my experiences 3D printers need some gap and tolerance. So I'm just going to model in some tolerances, and also gaps are pretty like that. Yeah. And that will be just a static one. This will be the dynamic one. Alright, cool. Look at that, we're making such fantastic progress. Now I do need to address any other details I want to add. Oh yeah, the flaps and landing gear. I'm thinking how to do the landing gear, because it'll be quite complicated and I don't know how to print that well, in my opinion. Okay, bring back Carline again. Get a cheap turboprop. RC plane landing gear. I think, to be honest, would be the best option is, if you look at RC airplane landing gear, not these type, not the retracts, but this style, it's just some wire, like some steel wire. Like this is the nose landing gear. It's pretty very simple. It's lightweight. It can, there's a spring built into it to absorb shock absorbance. Yeah, I think I have to do something like that, because I don't see a way how to 3D print some landing gear out of plastic, and even the wheel. Like the wheel, I think, have to be sourced somewhere else. So we're going to make the wheel a bay, and I go think that's cool actually. What's this? Retractable. I'm actually quite curious. Never mind, I'm getting distracted. You know what, I think that'd be outside the scope of this project. Let's just keep it simple. Let's just have like some indication that there is landing gear. We just quite simple. We just do this. Jeez, this is, I'll never do this again. Let's press Control 7. Where's the middle? So it's this one here. Yeah, looks like it. You can tell because there's no other one. We have the gear here. What if it's just a rough place? Yeah, that looks about right. And I'll add a cube here. I think that's a pretty good blockhouse shape. I think that looks even cool to have like thing. Someone could like turn it into like a probable camera, maybe just like more like a spy plane. There, and bring this as far as I can inside. It's getting a bit laggy, so let me go turn it off and continue adjusting it and tweaking it. I think that's a bit appropriate. I like to see the willow bay a bit deeper in there. Okay, that looks much better. Then I'm going to duplicate this, Shift D. I'm going to apply it and I'm going to turn it to intersection. And I'm going to put a bit of a bevel. Oh shoot, now this is a problematic because I actually have this heavy mesh, which isn't ideal for the bevel, because if I show you, turn this off. Yeah, clamp side. We do get all these issues. I have a trick, I think. I Shift A and apply the boolean on that shape only, and I'm gonna delete this vertex. Got it only on the edges. X. Does the limit dissolve? Oh, that's not good. I'm going to delete what is not contributing that much. I think those are not contributing a lot. Let's do a quick test. Yep, still pretty darn seamless. That's pretty good still. Let me just go to flat shading. Yeah, that's still pretty darn good actually. And what I'm going to do is J and J. Yeah, now we're rolling. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate these two. So V, cool. Solidify around there, and bevel, and then I select the geometry to there, tweak it, tweak. there, have some extra details, smooth it out. Yeah, that looks really darn convincing. We do got some artifacts. It looks like I didn't clean up there properly. Maybe I didn't press this button. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. There. And there's another one here, unfortunately. But luckily we didn't notice it. We're just gonna turn it off so I can see what I'm doing. 4, really, wow. And then V. Cool. I do realize I do have this empty void, so, and that's quite unnecessary. So I'm gonna bring that in a lot closer. Okay, something's this way going up. Let's just leave it like that. Yeah. It's like details having this just really just up in airplane looks. Hold up, boys and girls. To be honest, I want this airplane to look cheap. I know it's not gonna be that sleek, and it kind of does look cheap. As like I'm going for like, you can imagine they have like they can easily make 10 of these in a month, and will not really care. Like the crew just maintain it's not, you know, just make it work. So dead simple jet engine. And add these hinges on because I think they really set. You probably can guess the quality if you see these little bad boys on the airplane. Oh, let me move this to my subtract folder. Yeah. I don't think I have to modify them that much, to be honest. And set that to local, G on the Z axis, R on the X, C, G on back of the Z. Now I did make it tricky. How would I print this? I don't know. I just hope for the best. And then I'm just going to mirror it. I think it's about time I should just mirror these bolts too. If I can select everything without selecting, that's what I was talking about. Without selecting the panel, that'd be disastrous if I do. Oh, I did it anyway, but to undo it. I think this one have a Control C, copy attribute, the mirror modify, and bam! Look at that. That looks pretty darn convincing. Cool. Now I need to explain how does this the landing gear for the main landing gear, and I did back myself to a weird corner because where would I put it? Like, I just put in the wings really. There's no other space to be honest. Oh, I forgot this panel. This doesn't also have a mirror modifier. Let's also fix that. Control C, copy, and then mirror modifier, and pesky little bolts there. You know, the bolts are getting joined. Control J, problem solve, and move this into my subtract folder. I do need to figure out a way how to integrate some landing gear. And the easiest way, without too much fault, is to put it in the wings. Yeah. Because I don't know, I didn't really thought that through. Maybe let's go look at the reference. Oh, I'm so tempting to go through here. F18 landing gear. I use that as reference. Yeah, it's from the fuselage. Oh, it does that. It can like swing forward, I believe. Oh, that's the F16. I'm gonna type in F19. F18. Okay, I got like this chicken bone. I don't know. What these? Some of these landing gears are quite literally just like of the bird legs. Yeah, they're from the fuselage. You know what? That looks like space, and it's pretty. And now I think about it's pretty damn easy. Because I'm lazy. Oh, let me just put on my jacket because it's nearly 10, no 8, and it's getting chilly where I live. So, I'm going to chuck a 3D cursor here. I'm going to add this cube, and I'm going to scale it. S, Y, G, up. Going to subtract. I'm going to mirror. Oh, that's pretty cool. The nice thing about this is, even though it's like a flying model, it looks really damn cool. Like, it can look like it's been crashed, because they give you the option, like, you can, you know, jet like a belly landing. I want to make the shape a bit wider and bring it up further. Oh, G, Y. Okay, then I'm going to duplicate it, and then I'm just going to union. Intersection I meant. Going to get rid of that, and I'm gonna apply it. That's pretty cool so far. So when I go to edit, it's just these shapes already, and that's gonna move that to my subtraction folder. And then I want to tell to the audience that this is a panel. I need to do some topology cleanup. You know what? I'm gonna have a shot with the bevel modifier because I have a pretty good feeling. Yeah, look at that. It actually went pretty good first try. That's good to know. Yeah, clamp and oh wait, it's cooperating. It's cooperating. I think that's enough. We just got some few ones here, and yeah, it doesn't know how to express myself. Yeah, look at that. Just inspecting. I expect that. Oh, this. What's happening here? Someone's not behaving. Anyway, in the industry, we call this mesh doctor. So our patient here is in a lot of pain. We can tell because it just don't function right. And after some surgery, yeah, it's much better. And maybe we can up it a bit more. Around there, just is saturated. Oh, it's a bit too much for the patient. Big triangle is pretty encouraging to see. Smooth. Oh, there's one here too. I wish I learned this in CGI school. My friend taught me this, so I was really glad to learn it. We're just going full circle. Let me just yeet. There you go. And there's just a silly end gone. Oh. Yeah.
Hey, bruh.
Yeah, mate?
We eating.
No?
Yeah.
Alright, sure thing. Well, I'm
Hey,
gonna continue this
bruh.
part later.
This mine, yeah?